I'm going to talk about perceptions in my work. I've prepared some trailers of the documentary I'm working on in Iran, and a feature I'm working in Australia. So, because we're a bit short of time, I'm just going to first play you the trailer for the documentary in Iran. That documentary, as you saw, it's called Waking the Martyrs. It's something I worked on last year in Iran. It's about a state-run program called Pilgrimage of Light. It's a war pilgrimage, very much like, I guess some might say very much like the pilgrims who visit Gallipoli around Anzac Day. But I guess the difference thing for me was I grew up during the war in Iran, and I left Iran when I was 7, and I lived in about 15 countries, so I sort of consider myself a nomad. But at the same time, the older I get, I feel that there's, I sort of belong to this place, and there's a route that constantly makes me feel responsible for the way Iran's presented in the news, which is obviously, as many of you know, not the way people are. So last year, the Green Movement happened in Iran, and their president was chosen again. There was a lot of films on YouTube and around about people who were against the Iranian regime, but for me, what was interested was the people who were actually supporting the regime. So I found out a couple who were organizing one of the buses that were taking 30 people to these pilgrims, and I basically got on it and shot the film. What was very interesting for me there was that the Iranian government spent about $35 million every year on this trip, and the reason for me to depict it was, I guess, why. I was quite interested at why they would spend so much money and why they're trying to reawaken some of the values that they were encouraged during the revolution and then the Iran-Iraq war. So that's sort of about that. I'm going to move on. I'm going to show you some other work, but I'm more than happy to talk to you guys afterwards about each project. Now, back to Australia, I work for an organization called ICE, Information and Cultural Exchange, as just introduced. And what we do here is we're still, again, working with perception. We're working with communities that are culturally diverse, and we are enabling them to, or working with them to share their stories. A lot of these people have not been in Australia more than a couple of months, but I think sharing their stories allows them to belong to the host country they've arrived at, and I guess it just strengthens our community, and it represents how Australia is a very diverse country, and how that makes Australia a very, very rich community. I'm going to play you a scene from a feature film that hopefully will release in August. The feature film has been in making for about a year, and It's something I've directed myself and with support of ICE, and we worked with 7 different writers to write the script, and each writer was from a different cultural background, and then we took those stories and we added with Billy Marshall Stoneking, who's also the producer and script advisor of the project. We took those stories and we wrote a couple of about 20, 30 more pages to interlock those stories. But what I'm showing you now is just a scene of one of the stories.
Do you like it?
Not really.
It's a classic. If you like, I can put something else on.
No, it's okay. Maybe it'll get better.
You're right.
Yeah? Why?
I don't know. I feel like something's bothering you. What did she say?
Leave her out of it.
It's me, isn't it?
It's not you. She just doesn't understand.
What's to understand?
Well, you know, you're not Vietnamese. You're not even Catholic.
Is that important?
It is to her.
Anyway, I'm glad some people were laughing because I was worried about if it's... I was like, oh, laugh. Okay, cool. Well, this is as you can see, it's a very low-budget film, and we work with 50 actors and lots of enthusiastic people who were living in Parramatta and west of Sydney, and the whole film was shot around Parramatta and in Parramatta. I think the best way to sort of tell you how we've made it work is to share you a little story. Because we were, again, as I said, we were low budget. We were running out of time. We had to go back to this bus stop. And at this particular bus station, we need a shot of a bus, a very simple wide shot, arriving, stopping in front of the bus stop. When the bus leaves, there's someone sitting at the bus station. Now, everything was all right. We had the camera, we had the actors. The only problem was we didn't have control over the bus. So what we did was I looked at the timetable for the Fitzwilliam station, which is one really cool new one. And the bus was going to come every 10 minutes. So we just set the camera ready and waiting, every 10 minutes the bus comes and, damn, it didn't stop, it goes through, so can't do it. And I asked the other actor to run with the bus so we don't see him. This went on a couple of times, it didn't work out. I asked one of the actors to raise his hand when he sees the bus, so the bus comes and he raises his hands off the screen. And the bus stops and he just goes to the bus driver and says, sorry, where's Parramatta? and then the guy's like, it's the other way. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, we tried that a couple of times, still didn't work. And I said we're running out of time, so we got that's the bus stop actually. We're running out of time, so let's just get the rest of the shots. And I checked the timetable. The last bus was at 11:33. We're in the middle of the last take, and I see the bus coming, and it comes and passes, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a cold night, and we have to come back to this place. But I turn and I see the bus stop, but the bus has stopped at the traffic light because we're very close to the intersection. And I just ran to the bus driver, and this is what happened.
What happened?
We were up because we missed the last bus. It was 11:33, and then it was stopping at the red light. So I just said, "Let's speech again," like we've been throughout the production. And I just went and asked the guy to open the door and said, do you mind if we could have you
Sprinkled some of that Amin magic?
Yes, I was like, just giving some love, and the guy was like, okay, what do you want me to do? And he was like, pleasure doing business with you, man. Like, oh, well, thank you. Give me your name and number. His name is Balchi.
Sounds Russian.
Yeah, he was a Kuroz, Balki Kuroz.
Barjigor, Captain Rodenko.
No, he was really good. He was the best ever. I mean, he controlled the Higgs bus.
Amin is now chatting to the bus driver. Camera rolling.
And action. You're just about there. Okay, could we try that again, please? If you could stop about half a meter before that, or a meter before that, that'd be great.
The bus is now reversing.
I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. So I just wanted to show this clip, and I wanted to tell to all the filmmakers that sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you very much.